So today we're changing out a control board for a Hydrotech water cooled heat pump, 5 ton unit.
So took mine. No, mine better than that crappy ass shit you got. That shit need a retirement plan.
Please make sure the electricity going to the unit, make sure the power is off. Make sure there's no electricity because that 230 volts is no joke. But I'm gonna attempt to just change the board wire for wire. We'll see how that goes. Right now I'm taking out the clips that hold the board in place. Taking out the low voltage wires. That's what the brown one is, the common, red is your 24 volts, green is your fan, orange is your reversing valve, yellow is your cool compressor. That is the new board. I'm gonna attempt to put it in. Well, I know I can put it in, but I'm gonna attempt to do it wire for wire. Right now I'm taking out the clips for the new board because I'm gonna use the old clips that was on the old board. Yep, everything's going good. Same exact board for 6 ton Hydrotech.
Yeah.
Why, what you guys could see, this is a mess. And I can't fully take the board out and put the new one in and do it wire for wire like that. That's what I usually do, but this board won't come out enough to give me space to put the new board in. As you guys can see, it's a mess. So I decided that I'll just disconnect all of the wires. I disconnected all of the wires from the old board, and now I'm plugging in the new board. That's the new board I just put in place. I just disconnected all the wires from the old one, and I put this one in. That's the old board. It was burnt, as you guys can see. I came to the call about an hour or two before then, and I seen that the board wasn't receiving any power. Well, the board wasn't lighting up, and I noticed a burnt mark. So I look at the year of the unit, and I said, okay, the board is still under warranty, so let's go and change out the board. So that's where we went. We went and got picked up a board. Right now, I'm connecting all of the wires back up. No, I didn't just disconnect them and just tried to go off of memory to know where to connect them back. I marked. I know where most of the wires go, but I marked some of the wires that are like the same colors. The wires that are the same colors, I said, okay, I'll mark those to know which goes where. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm connecting all of these wires. That is for the pressure switches. The two reds and the two blues are for the pressure switch. On the inside of the unit, the pressure switch is the high pressure switch, and the low pressure switch, that's what protects the compressor, turns it off if the unit starts running on high pressure or low pressure. With these water cooled units, these units can start running on high pressure if the water supply isn't enough, if the water supply, right? There's a lot of stuff that could cause these units to run on high pressure, but specifically with these water cooled units, the water source heat pumps, a lot of the times it's the water supply. Sometimes the hoses are clogged up, and it's a bunch of stuff that could cause these units to go off on high pressure. Right now I'm connecting the low voltage. That's the 24 volts right there. This guy kept interrupting us. Right now I'm gonna connect the motor back up because I had to disconnect the motor because I didn't have any space to work with. So right now I'm connecting the motors back up. Right now I'm connecting the motor back up. I did that. I'm gonna connect those back up. That's for the fan relay. So the fan relay, it lets the high voltage through whenever there's a call for the fan. So whenever the thermostat calls for fan, depending on if it's for heat or for cool. The board knows if the unit is calling for heat or for cool. So then the board would determine which relay it goes with, because you see from the motor there's yellow, red, and blue wires going to two different relays.
Unit is on. I ran the test mode already. It's running. Going at 63 degrees. So good to go. It was a bad board. I had to change the transformer too because the transformer burned. So I'm gonna put a fuse in there now, so if something were to happen, it would blow the fuse instead of blowing up this $300 board. But the unit is under warranty, so we're good on that. Now, let's get a body in. 62. It dropped 1 degree.